right, left, right, left, right. There we go. All sorted. All lovely. So, you gonna come be a pain, are you, dog? Out of the way. Yeah, nice. Just, yep, knock down the curtain. I'll just put up. Good job. Yep. Well done, Heidi. You're off to a great start there. Stellar. Absolutely stellar effort. Can you get off? Go on your own bed. You're messing everything up. I just got it nice. You're messing it all up. Zed, that's enough, dude. Just let you guys out. We don't need the look at tongues and things. There we go. We're good. Just getting started. Whoever's out there, I just need me any other light. Otherwise, nobody can see me properly. There you go. Isn't that nice? Too much shadow, isn't it? Oh well, we'll make it work. Always make it work. That's what you do in life, right, guys? You make it work each day. We try move forward, try make it work. G'day, Ronnie. How are you, mate? Sorry I'm a bit late on, Ronnie. Welcome back. Thanks, bud. We're going to start off with a tea or a coffee, my friend. If you'd like to join us. I'll talk about your haircut on the clip you sent me later on, Ronnie. Wait till we got some people in here. That made me laugh my head off, mate. You gave me a good laugh today, you did, Ronnie. Congrats to Ronnie for beating his push-up PB today. Good work, mate. Sorry, Hey, Daniel, how are you, mate? You keeping well, mate? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. We're just getting started. Coffee. You? No, your bed. Have a wee Nescafe there. Alright. Yeah, great work by Kurt. How many did you tap out in the end, Kurt? You say 150 or 160? I think we got to grab your camera a bit. Hang on. Hold still. That's a bit better. That's a bit better, isn't it? It's all fuzzy still. Hang on. Hang on. Just hold still, alright? Just hold still. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Isn't that cozy? Right, so excuse the jug boiling for a moment. It's pretty quick. Just going to make tea or coffee. If anybody would like to join us for a tea or a coffee, now would be your opportunity. Yesterday my 100, so I didn't know I was working. Yeah, fair enough, Kurt. Breeding tarantulas. Not a fan. Not a fan of the tarantulas there, Ronnie. G'day, Truly. How are you, mate? Good to see you. What on earth is that? What have they added? Hang on, they've added something to YouTube here. What does that do? Choose a game to stream with. Well, that's a new one. Can I... Oh, hang on, I just want to see how this game thing works. We're going to on here. It's a bit off topic to me conversation, isn't it? Oh, I guess I don't know. Give me a moment here. Just look at this. How do you tap it? Or do you pull it? I don't know what it wants me to do there. They've added like live games to it, mate. As a streamer, I can suddenly apparently play a whole heap of different games. So I don't know how they expect me to actually shoot the frickin' shoot the thing anyway. Is it the game? Okay, well that's different. It's added it down the bottom as a creative thing. I can play like all these different games. That's weird. I thought I'd try it out. Anyway. It's different. In case anybody's not paying attention, yes, I did cut my hair today. That's why I look different. People have done that the last time I had a haircut. They're like, "You look different today." I don't know what it is, and they were serious. And I was like, "Come on, man. Come on, chat. We can do better, you know." Well, what's going on my end? I'm getting endless grief from the fans of this pull-up guy. They're not happy. They're sending me very mean messages on Instagram on my one-day-old pull-up channel. They're not happy. Telling me all kinds of things. Because apparently, apparently the guy doing the million pull-ups is like a father influencer, and he has all these dads who follow him, and it's all like dads who can do stuff or something. And they're like, "Oh, you're going after him," and I'm like, "I'm going after the 1 million pull-up world record to be the first in the world to do it." And they're saying I'm going after him, and I'm like, "Okay, well, all right then." Apparently, I'm like a despicable person, all kinds. I'm like, "Wow, you guys are acting very maturely." So it's entertaining. This is happening on the pull-up front of it. 3-year survivor. Great to have you around with us still, mate. Careful out there, Kurt. Hey! Yeah, don't leave any of your sister or anything. You don't need to guzzle down that much sugar or something, do you? Maybe drink more often, bro. Yeah. Drinking out of anxiety. You're not drinking because you're thirsty, you silly dog. We're back. Yeah, we're all glad you're still here, Kurt. You're a pleasure to have around, mate. Oh, it's nice coffee. Heidi, go to bed. No, she's going to have a drink now. Now let's go the way. And he's immediately going to steal her bed. Oi, get off my table. Zed. Yeah. You have a question? I like questions, Kurt. What's the question? What is the question, Kurt? I love me a good question, mate. No idea, mate. You'd have to Google that one, I think. No, it's not something I've ever heard of, mate. Don't lick the bed, Zed. Oi, don't lick the bed. You just climbed on and stole your sister's bed. You don't need to lick the whole bed because she sat on it. And it's just fine to sleep in as it is. Good dog. He's a worry, that dog. I'm from New Zealand, mate. Who dat? I'm from New Zealand, my friend. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know, mate. I haven't heard the term before, Kurt, I must say. I don't know on that one. So how is it? Oh, should we put up? We should have a poll up, shouldn't we? So people come in here and know what we're about. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Like, I'll pop this up here. All right. Here we go. Look at that. Mr. Professional. Mr. Professional over here. G'day, Rudy. How are you, mate? Great to see you. Sucks getting hated over. It comes with the territory, I guess. Proof will be in the pudding. And he definitely does to a pull-up, right? Who was stable bar. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, yeah, time will tell, Gabby. It doesn't matter. I'm not worried about any hate I get on the internet. If they didn't in some way think I could do it, they wouldn't be, they check out my content and they say, oh, your content sucks, I don't see enough pull-ups. I'm like, well, maybe go to the actual pull-up page on Instagram that I've mentioned multiple times. Anyway, they're just being dicks. It's just the usual. It's just the internet, so it's fine. I understand. I understand the hate because people are used to encountering people on the internet who are just talking shit and won't back it up. But, the difference is I actually back it up. It's like Conor McGregor. He faced the same thing with UFC. Everyone's used to people talking shit, but, it's who can back it up. Who can actually do the thing they say, right? That's what actually matters. So we'll find out. But yeah, somebody messaged me and said I deserve all the bad things to come to me and this and that for doing a pull-up challenge. Because I'm saying, well, I'm going to beat the other guy. It's a unclaimed world record. I'm going to beat him to it. And all his fans are very angry about that. He's a father just doing it for his kids and trying to inspire people. How dare you? And I'm like, I'm trying to inspire people to do proper pull-ups, not half-assed pull-ups. So tough shit. So that's what happens when you're real on the internet, but that's all right. I never lose. It's just all up here. Belief in yourself. It's all in the mind. It's all in your head. Must have him on the run because he's averaged 101 pull-ups a day in 470 days. And today he posts up, he's like, I did 300 today. It's like, But apparently they're laughing it off and think I can't do it. They're trying to scare me off. It's all right. It's not my, they think it's my first rodeo. They're used to people that you say a couple of things and they go away. So they don't know really what to do after that when contested and confronted by something you're actually doing. So, I mean, it's going to be like that. For the 10 years I'm doing the pull-ups, push-ups, whatever, it's going to be like that. We're going for a world record of 1 million pull-ups. First in the world to do it. I'm competing against somebody else. Yeah, it's going to be endless hate. Whatever. G'day, Craig. Yeah, Posh Spice. Yeah, I was saying I shaved my head on live today. On the last live, I shaved my head myself in about 5 minutes there, mate. And I was like, oh, if only Craig Posh was here, he could help me out. I was using the phone as a mirror, you see. Not bad. Not bad. Susie will touch it up when she gets home, mate. I know you are, Kurt. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I know you guys are in my corner. I know you guys know what I'm capable of. That's all right. Oh no, I don't think wiggling like a worm and doing your pull-ups with your chin at the sky. It's like, oh, your chin has to clear the bar. It's like, yeah, your chin has to clear the bar, not your chin has to clear the bar. That's clearing the bar in a pull-up. If you got your chin up, you're gaining that much. That's that far. You don't have to pull up. It should be bar to chest. So you do a pull-up. It's a textbook pull-up. But no, we're doing CrossFit little pull-ups apparently. No, I won't stand for it. Widow peak. Yeah, I'm getting the widow peaks going. I got a cow lick up there too, you see. Don't know why a cow licked me, but apparently it felt like doing. But yeah, I'm getting the widow peak. I didn't have it. I had hair across here up until about 5 years ago. I had hair across here. It's gone now. There was hair here. Now it's not there. My bicep stopped me from doing a proper pull-up. Wow, that's bullshit. Just widen your grip. You'll figure it out. Just widen your grip up so they're not in the way. Yeah. Yep. I'm getting old. You know that? But that's all right. Zed, can you stop licking, please, dog? Hey. Doofy. Thank you. Dude. Hey. Stop licking means stop licking, bro. Not like start doing it again 2 seconds later. It's enough. Just because your sister laid on the bed, it doesn't mean you have to lick the entire bed. Oh, you chose to steal it off her. Kids these days, I don't know. Feel like we might change the shade of light here. What do you reckon? It's a bit That's a bit bright, ain't it? It's worse. Soothing. It's nice, calm blue light. Nice soothing tone. That's nice, isn't it? You have a great sadness in your eyes. Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure I do. Always be in there, man. Hope you don't ever have to go through the shit I've been through, my friend. That's what I'd say to that. Count yourself lucky if you don't have them eyes, mate. Nobody wants to hear me play a violin a pity, mate. I'm going to take me dress shirt off though. It's too blooming hot in here now. Where's me? Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. Greetings from Germany. G'day. I have a blonde German here. This is Miss Heidi. This is Heidi Klum. Say hello, Heidi Klum. Hello. Hello. He said it's Miss Heidi Klum. So yeah, welcome in Germany. How's life in Germany, my friend? How's your day going? How are things? We're just here for a chat, guys. Self-improvement, growth, whatever. Just a positive chat. That's what we do here. Oh, I'm just overheating it a little bit, to be honest, after that coffee. Which is good. Winter's coming to an end. I'm not sitting here freezing like a popsicle with the heater on, which you guys are used to seeing me do. I'm freezing cold with my heater on. Nah, New Zealand. Pretty close, though. I might change the tone of this light again. It's a bit blue, isn't it? Seems a bit red. That's very harmful on my eyes, I think. I like that. It's soft on my eyes, that. Can we turn it down anymore? No. Oh, well. Just messing around with this ring light, trying to get it to work how I want. Yeah, little old New Zealand, near enough. Most people think I'm Australian, so that's all right, mate. That's all right. This blue light, I don't like. I'm just going to not use the ring light, all right? Does that sound good? I'm going to have to set it up better because it's too bright. Here we go. I'm too hot now. I had a coffee and now I'm overheating, you see. Sure, this will help me sleep. Knowing that all day. I do pull-ups at 3 in the morning with that in me. What if I can brighten this up a bit? Hang on, guys. I'll try and just improve the video a bit for you. That should be a bit better, right? How's that? Permanent ban, 2 taps, no worries. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna have to remove that all. Yeah, I'm working on it, mate. I'm working on it, my friend, as fast as I can. I had already booted them, but I've got it bottom hard. There we go. We got the troll gone. I do apologise. I do get him as quick as I can. Yeah. I banned him, and then he still got 3 messages through, and sometimes it slips through the last couple. So, yep. Somebody's cat's walking on a keyboard, I suppose. That's the only explanation I can think of. I literally can barely lift my shoulders higher than that at the moment. I'm taking it easy after those pull-ups. Yeah, gave myself a haircut on live this morning, mate. On the last start of the last stream we did. Yep. Yeah, you want to know what's funny? It's the most viewers I've ever had on YouTube was shaving my head on YouTube. So the viewers are coming in here, right? I don't know who YouTube's feeding me for viewers, but I went on and it was titled as a push-up live, and I started by shaving my head. And we held 35 viewers during this haircut. The moment I started working out, it dropped to 6, and we got no subs out of any of that. So there you go. All I had to do was get on live and shave my head, and the viewers go triple, 4 times the amount nearly. Yeah, exactly. It's going to have to be at like that at this rate. Yeah, that's a great idea for the German guy. House, you could make a good live stream out of that. Invite lots of women around, shave their armpits, do it on live. You'll get all the viewers, man. There you go. It's a great idea. What's it about here? About self-improvement, beating depression, ADHD, having a good mindset, all those kind of things. If people are struggling, basically, if people are struggling, it's a place to get away. It's a bunker from World War III. That's what we do here. It's a World War III bunker. So if you're sick of hearing about the noise, all the crap in the world, you come hang out here and we just talk about what's actually going on in our own lives and what we want to improve and just hang out. Just a real channel, man. That's what I do here. No, nothing fake, only real, and yep, that's it. That's what you get. You get what you're given for free, and you like it, all right? Don't forget to like the stream. Oh, my arm. So I do other stuff on this channel as well. I work on cars, motorbikes. Doing push-ups for a cancer charity in September. We're doing 739 push-ups every day for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. We just started pursuing to get the world record for 1 million pull-ups. So it's going to be like a 10-year pursuit. So I just started that yesterday. It was a start. And the guy's fans, there was a guy already chasing the 1 million pull-up world record, and his fans were all sending me abusive messages to my new page, being like, "Oh, you're trying to take down a good man," and this. I'm like, "Bro, I'm just trying to do the challenge." I questioned his form, and I said, "Bro, like your push-up form's really poor," and he's like, "Oh, if you think you can do better, like, come on, sign up, do 1 million pull-ups." Then I'm like, "Okay." And they're all like, "Oh, how dare you go after him?" It's like, he invited me. He said he wanted to race me to 1 million pull-ups, was his words. That's what he posted. So his fans can't complain when the guy himself says race me to 1 million pull-ups. Nobody's ever going to step up and do that. I'm like, okay. And then the moment I do it, all his fans who won't do it are now judging me and saying, they're sending me messages saying I'm a horrible person. I hope all the worst things happen to me. This is one day into making an Instagram page about it, but it's all right. I'm conditioned to trolls from being here. I don't give a shit. Couldn't care less. So life will go on. I'm not going to play into the drama of it. I'm just going to do my thing, just do my work. It's all good. Should be a good entertaining one. So what do you do there, House? What do you do in Germany, my friend? Hafiz, great to see you, brother. How are you, my friend? Third day in a row, mate. You're catching every night chat we have. That's great, man. Hello, dog. You're becoming a regular very quickly there, Hafiz. Dog, that's enough. Jim, how are you, mate? How's things going, Jim? So yeah, we just catch up each night and just if somebody had a good day, bad day, whatever, we just talk about it, see how you're going, and yeah, touch base with everyone. Got your second coffee, 9:30 in the morning. Nice. Yeah, I think a second coffee in the morning is always good. One doesn't quite cut it, Right, one coffee never quite cuts it in the morning. I never drank coffee growing up or as a teenager or anything. I only started drinking coffee, I think, when I was about maybe 25, 26, something like that. Before that, like, I used to make coffee for my dad as a kid. Whenever my dad would want a coffee, I'd make it. And I hated the smell of instant coffee. It really put me off coffee for a long time. Grease Monkey, hey, brother. Good to see you again. Northern Minnesota, that's right. I'll try to remember. You ask me next time where you're from, Grease Monkey, and we'll see if I can actually remember, eh? Yeah, House is from Germany, yeah. Just a new person to the channel this evening. So that's good. Got some fresh meat for you to all say hello to. Everybody say hello to House. The in-house German of the stream now. We have a German. This is good. Das ist gut. Das ist sehr gut, yeah. I'll tell you what, I did German for 3 years in school, and all I can remember is rubbish bin is Papier, Papierkorb is rubbish bin in German. And the only other thing I can remember is a song they got us to sing. And it was, Ich bin schön, bist du schön, ja, Junkel, ja. Which means, I am beautiful, are you beautiful? Yes, darling, yes. That's what I remember from 3 years of German. Ich bin schön, bist du schön, ja, Junkel, ja. I don't know why. That's what sank in. And Papierkorb is rubbish bin. So, I don't know why. But I've learned a little bit for Heidi, for the German Shepherd. Kurt dropping a membership already. What a legend, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, Kurt. Much appreciated. You can give a compliment with that. Yeah. Maybe that's why Frau taught it to us. Yes. I remember that. I don't know. But I can't remember enough German. I just remember we always called her Miss Frau. I don't know. Everyone just kept always calling her Miss Frau. I don't know. It's a long time. Long time since I was in school. I left school when I think I was 16. Or I was like I may have even been 15. I think it was like a week or two after I was 16. As soon as I could leave, I was like, see ya. Got the heck out of there. Yeah, school was never for me. Not one bit. I liked photography. That's where I spent all my time. As soon as I could do photography in school, I spent all my time in doing photography or in the darkroom processing things, and just every other class I was just zoned out, just didn't give a crap. How old am I now? I'm 39 now. 39. I'm getting old. I'm 40 in May next year, so. Yeah, I'm trying to give those up at the moment. I'm having, I think that's my third today. I got a nicotine patch on. Got a nicotine patch on, trying to quit the smoking, man. 20-year habit. So, yeah, I'm really trying to give those up, just so everyone's aware. Don't ever smoke. Don't smoke, whatever you bloody do. Don't vape. Don't smoke. Don't need any of that crap. 39, still a spring chicken. That's what I'm thinking. More realistically, Prosper. Because that's what I think. That's what I remind myself each day. Is I've spent my life preparing, right? And now I'm actually got the clarity. I've got the knowledge. I've got the position that I can move forward. I think my 40s will be the best decade I've had so far, for sure. You're 51. Yep. Yeah, I think my 40s are going to be. I stressed myself out a lot in my 20s and 30s, and ended up playing video games and stuff because I kind of gave up on the world. I was like, oh, I'm never going to own a house or this or that, whatever. So I just gave up. And that's how I was for a long time. So definitely, like I was like in that state for 10 years, 10 years. I don't know. I'd work and stuff, but all I did was work and play video games, just zone out and just whatever. The 40s go fast. Yeah, I bet they do. I intend to make the most of every bit of them, mate. Yeah, the 30s have gone by fast enough. So it's certainly given me some clarity to get the hurry up on. It's all coming together now. It's all coming together finally. Met my partner when I was 37. So took me 20 years to find the right woman. And we're working together, building cabins and stuff. So I'm building cabins here. We're getting some chickens soon. We're going to build a chicken coop. So that's going to keep me busy. Yeah. That's good. We have a great audience here, guys. Like, if you're new here, we do have an audience where we just hang out and chill, and there's always something different on the channel. Like, these night chats are very much the same usually. Like, as far as just we're talking about what we hang out and talk about, just mindset, building our lives, right? Focusing on our lives and trying to make things better, trying to help people. Trying to help people with depression and struggles, and they get cheated on and they don't know where to go to or whatever, right? I don't know if they should move city or something. I don't know. Whatever your question is, that's what we talk about. G'day, Sean. Great to see you, mate. How are you? Sean, can you write a thing to sub to you, bro? Because we'll get your account up. This is my mate Sean of the Bread. Some of you guys in here will know him. Does like retro PlayStation gaming, car games and stuff. He's getting his drumming channel going. So we're trying to get Sean of the Drums up to 50 subs. We got Kurt there yesterday. How's your subs looking today, Kurt? What are you at, man? I know we got Kurt over 50 subs yesterday, so we're just waiting. Kurt will be live in a couple of days. Hey, Kurt, as soon as you can go live, bro, we could collab, mate. We have to do some collabs, Kurt. Throw you in the fire. How's the weather like there? Getting better, house. We're just coming out of winter, so it's sort of finally stopped raining all the time. Yeah, ground's actually starting to dry up a bit, hopefully, so I can get back to building the cabin. I need to get a digger in again, an excavator, and build another deck. So on Google, on YouTube, but yeah, near enough. There you go. This is through Google's going to be easy to find. There we go. We're trying to get Sean of the Drums. Here's another channel. Here's another good channel, right? We're trying to get Sean of the Drums up to 50 subs. Write it again if you want, Sean. And I'll just repin it, bro. It's all good. Yeah, it's a waiting period thing, Kurt. So yeah, as long as you stay over 50 subs, it'll say that for 2 or 3 days, man, and then it'll be, oh, you're going to be live, and you can be live in 24 hours, but it takes about 3 days, bro. So don't sit there looking at it thinking something's wrong. And that's just what it does. So it'll just be like, you need 50 subs. It'll take 2 or 3 days, and then they'll figure it out. Yeah, you usually like 4 days. I think mine might have taken even like 5. Mine took, I think, 5 because I hadn't verified with Google. I hadn't verified my Google account, whatever way I had to do it. Yeah, no worries, Kurt. Any questions about YouTube, bro? Just let me know. Any questions from any other creators in here? If you have any questions about YouTube, starting one, or you want more views, like whatever your question is, just ask me, and I'll see if if I have some experience, I'll share some knowledge. In relation to your topic on mindset and growth, what have you found helpful when trying to find common ground with people you may disagree with? You can't do it with everyone. Like it depends on the person. So if the person is open and you can find that common ground, sweet. You can attempt to have a common ground and be like, hey man, like difference of opinion, whatever. Sometimes it's agree to disagree and you can get along. Like okay, so I'm basically a pure carnivore diet, right? I've got friends who are devout vegans, but we don't talk about that topic. We've got other things we can get along with. If the person is constantly trying to just pull you to their side and is relentless and will not respect a boundary you've put in place, I just wouldn't be trying to find the common ground. You're not going to get along with everybody. It reaches a point where you just start masking and you're not being authentic. You're not able to be yourself, right? So depends who it is, depends how close they are to you and all that kind of thing. A lot of people deal with that in workplaces. Like in a workplace, it's like you're working with people that they haven't got all the same interests as you, right? It can be interesting. Well, safe to sub Sean yet? I'd probably just give it a day or two, Kurt. Just to YouTube, as long as you guys, Oh, anytime, Lobster. Yeah, if you got any other questions, yeah, go for it. Stick around and just hang out and topics come up. Like we usually do 2 to 3 hours here, and topics just come up. So if you pop in any day, you'll come across something. But yeah, just remember that like not everyone is into everything, right? Like you've got your people, on this earth, and the people that fit in with you and who you are now, and you're not going to get along with anybody else on earth. And then in 10 years, all the people you know now, you're probably not going to get along with in 10 years because you've gone a different path and you found new people and stuff, right? We change across time, right? No matter what you do, people are going to hate you. People are going to knock you down. People are going to have something to say. No matter what you do, win or lose, doesn't matter. You can be the best in the world at something, or you can lay in your bed and do nothing. Either way, you're going to be judged by people. So somebody somewhere is going to disagree with you. That'll be the majority of people. This is why you can't listen to the opinions of others. Change is the only constant in life, yeah. But yeah, never listen to the opinions of others unless they've walked a path that they have some experience in it. Yeah, a good statement is don't ask people for opinions if they've never pursued what you're trying to pursue. So imagine you go to your parents with a good idea, and you say you're a teenager and you go to your parents and you got this idea and you want to start a business and you want to whatever, and your parents took the safe route. They worked 9 to 5 jobs, working for someone else. They did it right, whatever. Your parents took the safe route, maybe had kids a bit young, something, right? Then as you grow up, you go, oh, hey, I want to start a business. I want to take these risks. I want to do this. I want to do that. What are they going to say to you? They're not going to tell you to take the risk they never took. That's something they were scared to do. It's a path they could never walk themselves. So they're not going to agree with you that you should walk it, right? So despite all the say you've got parents and they've got a teenage kid and he gets to 16 or something, he's like, I want to go do this and this and this, and I'm going to travel the world and whatever, and I'm going to start a business, whatever it is. Everyone's going to try to talk them out of it and go, oh, are you sure? Like, oh, because they've never lived it, they've never done it. So you need to find the people who have actually done what you're trying to achieve. Those are the people to listen to, not the people who would never walk where you want to go. Why would you seek the opinion of somebody? You want to go down this path. Why would you seek their opinion if they'd never walk that path? What are they? They're not going to understand it. It's your dream, right? It's your thing. I think that kills us more than anything. What other people think of us. Especially if we doubt ourselves about something, right? So you doubt yourself about some new project you want to do. And any doubts you have, you're going to come to people you trust, people around you, and be like, oh, hey, what do you guys think? And then if people talk that down, it's affirming what you're scared of, and you're hoping they agree with what you're afraid of. So you have a reason to give it up, a reason to stay comfortable. Your mind is trying to stay comfortable. Your brain is always trying to keep you safe. Let's see what's going on here, Jamie. Feeling down again? What can we talk about, Jamie? How can we help you, man? What I'll ask Jamie is, what's the recurring question with you, man? Like you got a lot of overthinking in your mind. There's a lot of sadness. So like, what's eating away at you at the moment, man? We can talk about it and talk about whatever's going on again. It's no worries, dude. Was it you who had attended a funeral the other day, Jamie? I may have got confused, so I'll just ask again. To be honest, I want to make sure I got the right information. I got to say, guys, I do try my best to try keep up here, but we get so many new people through the door, so much goes on. I really try to remember all it. You don't think you're a good person? Maybe you're not. Why do you not think you're a good person? So you can work on it, right? You have to identify it first. You got to go, why do you think you're not a good person? And then how do we fix that? It's like there was a guy came in when I was doing the push-ups today. He said, like, I'm overweight and I hate my self-image. What should I do? And I just gave him the blunt answer. It's like, start working out, start walking, start taking better care of your diet. Like, it's not going to change till you change it, and you can do it. And then you're going to have a better image of yourself. But if the moment people will very quickly say here, generally people will very quickly say exactly, they'll frame the problem and then they'll essentially give me the answer within a couple of sentences, right? Because you already know, right? You just need to speak it out to somebody. You haven't had anybody to speak it out to. So the floor is yours, guys. Yep, find the root cause, man. You seem like a good person, Jamie. We all find you friendly. You haven't said anything out of place or untoward here ever, so I don't know. I'd say you're a good person. Gotta be mentally strong, bro. Don't let your emotion control you. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, well put, Jerry. Don't believe I've seen you in chat before there, Jerry. How are you, mate? How's things going? Thank you for the input. Move on, move forward, right? Yep, move on, move forward. Fail fast and fail forward was another way I heard that put. It's everybody fails, but successful people fail way more than unsuccessful people. So because they're attempting more, right? People are so busy thinking and scared of failure. And I fall for this too, right? You get overthinking and you're so scared of failure that you don't do anything. Meanwhile, the successful person has failed at 10 more things than that in the same time frame. And then they've won at one of them or won at two of them. Yeah, fail forward, man. It's one of my favorite things I like to bring in my mind. Fail forward. You get knocked down, you fail, okay, dust yourself off. Same as a kid riding a bike. You fell off, you scuffed your elbow, rubbed some dirt in it, and you got back on, right? And we forget that as adults. We forget how resilient we are. We forget how resilient we were as kids, Like on television, yeah. Put the blinders on to the rest of the world. I talk about that a lot here, Jerry, is putting the blinders on to everything going on in the world beyond your control. All these things happening in other countries and what some president said or something. It's not relevant to your life, your day to day. It's all just extra information, which, before the internet, you didn't have access to. You sort of had the news or a newspaper. But, who was 20 or 30 sitting there reading the newspaper? My dad would sit there and read it every day and that. My parents watched the news every night. By the time I was about 21, I didn't watch a bit of it. It's only with the internet that it all gets shoved in our face, right? And it's all this just endless information, and we wonder why we feel like we can't think, and the world's so bad, right? So what do? We focus on that, and we use it to excuse why we're not pursuing what we should be pursuing. Because why bother? And then you bring in the state of the world, and on top of that, you bring in the finiteness of existence, that we're all going to die. That this is a very short timeline here, and you go, well, what's the point in acquiring everything and building everything to lose it all? That's something I struggled with for a long time. What's the point of getting a house and paying for it and all those cars and whatever? It's all gone pretty quick. And I always have to remind myself, it's just we're on a journey. The meaning of life is to go on the journey. Nothing is permanent. Remember that in your day to day as well. Like, nothing's permanent. It doesn't mean you can't have some nice shit or have some experiences. It's the whole thing. You get to experience existence. I lurk you long time. Thanks, Nick. But I appreciate it, mate. Always support your own hope for a good future. It's great. It's not how hard we hit. It's about how hard we get hit and keep back up. Yeah, keep moving forward. How hard we get hit and keep moving forward. From Rocky. That's right. Yep. Let's talk with Junior. I only got one friend, and that was like at school. There's a party invite my contact number. I went house. A family of 4, friends with their brother. I mean, Jamie, what I'll say, mate, about school and stuff is you got to remember school. I give this advice to younger people who come in here. School is not the real world. It's a blend of everybody with totally different beliefs, totally different upbringings, totally different interests, and everyone's just shoved in a room together. Once you leave school and you get out in the real world, you find jobs, you find social situations where you actually want to be. That's the freedom of after school. You like, I don't know a single person I even knew at school. I had some friends in school, not many, but I don't know any of these people. I haven't known any of them for 20 years plus, right? So these aren't the people who are actually like, life starts in your 30s, really, honestly, or like mid 20s, whatever. For some people, it's early 20s. They go travel and they got all this ambition and drive, and other people don't. Other people meander along. Some people wake up when they're 40, 50. For me, it took until I was about, mid 30s. I developed a very negative worldview from all the bad things and just everything feeling too hard, and gave into the comfort, right? It left me broken, very miserable for a long time until I understood I had to dig my way out of that, But school is just, as soon as you're out of school, you actually start to be around people that you can actually relate with. And everybody around is a lot more relatable than the just blend of everybody you get at school, right? Yeah, you'll make friends. You're making friends here. Don't worry, mate. Just go on your path, mate. I tell you what, when I was like this as like a teenager and stuff, man. Learn to enjoy your own company. Friends at your age, friends where everyone's lost. They want to go out. They hit 18. They want to go out partying and drinking and clubbing and this and that and whatever. You can walk your own path, right? Most people are, there's people around doing all kinds of things. The nerds still play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm pretty sure, or whatever, right? Fitness community is very good, provided you stay away from the toxic side of it. You get around some good fitness people, they'll keep you driven. Hey, Jenny, great to see you, mate. I'm 46 years old, bro. Live in the 80s, 90s, best time, no social media or internet, people are living happy life. Yeah, I'm 39, so definitely can relate. I started out with tape decks. There were no CD players when I was a kid, so yeah, I've been through all the eras too. I'd say, yeah, what a time to be alive, right, Jerry? We got the last of the. But there's hope. The new generation are outside again. It seems that's the global thing now. The new generation are actually getting outside and riding bikes and out playing after school and that. They're getting a bit sick of the social media stuff. Some of them, anyway. Can't get a paid job due to condition. Can be very snappy or have a meltdown, panic. I'm not good with people. Exact same here, bro. This is why I work for myself from home, man. So you see what I'm saying, Jamie? You can create something for yourself, bro. Create your outcome, man. Right? You can create it for yourself. Like I'm not built like I've got ADD and autism, bro. I'm not built to go work with other people. I did it for like 15 years, man. I can do it. I didn't enjoy it. I really struggled with it. I couldn't get along with people, and I had to keep changing jobs and stuff. Yep. So start building something for yourself, man. All right, build yourself a lawn mowing business. You can. What's getting popular at the moment is being a drone pilot. That's what I would suggest. I would suggest you start. I've got an app on my phone for it, right? Start learning to fly drones. And on a phone, on a mobile app, you can crash it 1,000 times. It's going to cost you nothing. But the future with what's happening with drones right now is there's guys in New Zealand already spraying for farmers with them. So they show up with a ute with a drone about 6 feet wide on the back with a tank on it, and they go and spray all the gores. They go spray everything out in the fields and the hard to reach areas and whatever, right? So there's people doing that. There's other people using drones with power washers on them. They just run a hose into it out off their truck with a water tank or plug it in. And they just go up and down whole apartment buildings, and they're just, rather than squeegeeing all the windows, they're just using a water blaster. They're just washing the whole building. Guys are doing it with washing house roofs and doing like anti-moss treatments and stuff. They show up outside your house. Oh, yeah, fire up the drone, bounce it over, and just spray the roof with the foaming stuff. It almost looks like when you take your car to a car wash, the foaming stuff. So that's where, I mean, be a while before AI takes those jobs and stuff. You got the HVAC industry crawling around in roofs, installing stuff, landscaping, all that kind of stuff, right? Agree with people. So yeah, man, just start building something for yourself, man. The sooner you do that, the better. What do you want to build for yourself? Just start thinking about that. You're probably going to want to look more at e-commerce than selling online, something like that. I'll go with people here. That's why I'm content with my own company. People think you're alone, but you really would rather be alone than around others. Yeah, Adam. This is why I moved out to the country, man. That's what I'd suggest as well, Jamie. Is get something built up where you can, if you're going to be out in the country away from people, you get the space, you'll get the clarity of mind, but you also need to make an income, right? There's not really many jobs out in the country. Maybe some physical labor work around, but this is the joys of the internet, man. With the internet, you can work from anywhere now. So cities are pretty much useless. Oh, I'll sleep, mate. And I'm tucking out today. I'm sipping away on a little bit of it. I'll be right. I promise. I'll be right, Jim. I'll sleep like a baby. You forgot to smash the like until now. Oh, Nickbo. Well, thank you for remembering to hit the like button for me, mate. Peter Eldred, great to see you, mate. How are you? Let's tuck in this light a bit, guys. It's a pretty bit bright, eh? Yeah, well, that's a bit excessive. The Dormant Golem, yeah. How's that? That's quite cozy, isn't that nice? Got that right lighting. How you going this week, Peter? How's everything going, guys? Right. Official question. Like an answer from everybody. How's your week going? Good? Bad? Tell me something good about your week. Tell me something bad about your week. Tell me something good about what's coming up this weekend or next week. What have you got to look forward to? What are you dreading? What do you need advice on? Come on, guys. What have we got? What's the verdict? What's in everybody's head? What's playing on your mind that we can talk about, help with? Right, Men of Action, my man D-Bird's live. 2026 is a hard time to be around, boys. I think back in the days it would be easy to work jobs with no strings, just live on the move. I hate nowadays, everything moves too fast. Blessing is my family. Yeah. Yeah, the times change, right? The world's always changing. Life gets harder the older you get. It doesn't get easier, right? The suffering increases, right? So if you make friends and whatever, as you get older, all your friends die off, your family and all that, right? Some people lose family very young in that, right? So they grow up a lot quicker. Life's always going to throw something at you eventually. I enjoy the time with my dogs now, but eventually they'll be gone. That's something that I know I have to deal with. I have to have the strength to deal with, right? So life isn't going to get easier. It's we get stronger, right? Thing on your mind is how you'll afford rego, but it'll work out. Oh, well, are you in New Zealand, Nickbo? You in New Zealand, mate? You're talking about rego, car rego. Aussie rego is 4 times the price of NZ rego. Oh, rough. Yeah, can you do it in a little bit of it? Or like, can you do like just 3 months or something? Try to go for the minimum, bro. That's usually what I've done if I've read just and it pops up and I'm like, oh shit, I just put the minimum months on it and then make sure when that runs out, I can put a year on it or something. Just little things like that, bro, if you can. As I say, guys, make sure if you've got stuff laying around the house that you're never going to actually do anything with, manageable. Oh, sweet, man. If you're not going to do anything with something that's sitting around some old project or something, like that's what I'm doing. I'm clearing this stuff out, these old project cars and stuff. Well, I just don't have the time. So, if you got stuff laying around the house that's worth something and you're like, you know what, am I actually ever really going to get to that or use that? Then might as well sell it. Somebody else can enjoy it. You can refocus on what's important to you, It's always a good way to free up cash. I hate doing it. I'm a bit of a hoarder brain. I hate selling stuff, to be honest, but $20 is $20. Yeah. Yeah, motorbike rego in New Zealand's very expensive. All the motorbikers are protesting at the moment, putting their regos on hold because they're trying to charge. Like my 1400cc bike in New Zealand is about $800 a year to register, just because of the crash levy. God damn it, Kurt! Thank you for the donation, Kurt. You cracked me up, bro. I'm like, $20 is $20, and Kurt drops $20 just to be funny. Oh, it's classic, man. I love it. I love it. I'm just trying to change the sticker now. I tried to like it, but I'm trying to change the sticker. I don't want to do a sticker. I want to like Kurt's thing. Come back here. Let me love heart it. Why? Let me love you. There we go. Got the love heart on it. Thank you very much, Kurt. You love the Almighty 8. Is that a movie? Italic? Is that a movie or what? I haven't heard of it. I have a private lake. Once you can actually, for a random reason, have all the fish pulled up right now. What? Oh, Ronnie, that's right. Ronnie came in from fishing earlier today to do push-ups with me. So he's got a lake right by his house, and I think he's run off because all the fish are right by the edge of the lake. He's gonna throw his pool boy net in there. You liking the hair? Thanks, mate. Yeah, we did if you want to see me do this haircut, that was at the start of the last live I did. So we got on here and I went, no, I need to shave my head before the push-ups. Didn't do too bad a job. Susie will clean it up when she gets home, so it's all right. You're back, Gloria? Great to see you, mate. How are you? Don't you go spamming my chat again. There's lots of people want to talk. It's nice to have you here, but don't fill up the whole chat with one-word replies, all right? All right? Kurt will come after you. How's your day been, Gloria? You have a good one? Yeah, I get you, Rick. Cash it in, man. It's just cardboard, dude. What else can you do with it you can actually use to do something with, right? So that's what my trucks, motorbikes and stuff are for, Rick, because it's like something I can, like, it's a tool to do a job with. It's not about showing off the motorbike or truck. It's like, what can I do with this thing, right? You can't do much with cardboard in the cupboard. That's my opinion of it. Like, yeah, I get it, had them a long time in that, but, if you can cash them in for a decent amount, the Pokemon card craziness, because they're starting to go up on, like, the new generation of Pokemon cards, so the old stuff, I think, will eventually start coming down or whatever. I just get it going, mate. Personally, right, that's what I do. I know a fella sitting on a holographic Charizard and it was worth, double what it's worth now at one point. He's like, oh, someday I'll sell it. I'm like, cash it in. Hey, mate, hope you're well. Pissing down here in the UK today after all that good weather we had too. Oh, roughly. Yeah, it's finally, I'm hoping it actually dries up enough here that I can get on the digger soon and build that retaining wall. G'day. Yep. Lee from the UK. Yeah, I'm from New Zealand. Yep. Oh, mate, you'll get used to it. You crocheting. That's fantastic. We used to have somebody in here who did crochet. Alicia W. I haven't seen her for a long time. I hope she's doing well. But yeah, Alicia W. used to join my like body doubling streams, and she crocheted her whole wedding dress while she sat here watching my channel. That's what she did. Whenever she'd watch the channel, she'd watch my channel and do her crochet. It was at the time she did her crochet. So yes, at some point you might meet Alicia W. She's the in-house crochet fan. So you might meet her at some point. You have autism? Yeah, me too, Jamie. Yep. It's good fun, eh? But yeah, that's what we're talking about with you, Jamie, is like you're not going to fit in where normal people fit in, and that's all right, bro. It's a blessing, not a curse, but normal people suck. Don't worry about it. Yeah, epilepsy as well. Yeah, just look into diet stuff, man. With ADHD, look into diets with like ADHD, autism, and epilepsy, and you'll find that usually it's a carnivore diet resolves most of it. Usually it sorts out the epilepsy problem for most people, so it is worth looking into. Yeah, just look up Dr. Sean Baker, or just look up like carnivore diets and epilepsy and stuff, man. That's what you should research into. Got learning difficulties? Yep, that's what I had all through school and that, mate. You can figure it out. You'll figure it out when you're older, mate. It all works out, bro. Don't you worry about it. You're putting too much pressure on yourself, bro. You'll be right. You'll be right, bro. You'll figure it out, Jamie. We'll keep working at it, bro. We'll be here. I'm here every day, man. So we'll keep on talking about it as you go through life. I'll be on here the next 20, 30 years, man. So whatever questions you got, 29, you'll be right, bro. You figure it out, but you need to believe in yourself as well, right? You can't be like, I've got learning difficulties, everything's hard, I'm never going to fit in, I'm never going to have any friends. Like, if you tell yourself that narrative, that's what you have, that's what you're going to get. You know what I mean? You have a carer? Yep. They were offering me carers and stuff like that when I was like 16. Man, I didn't accept it, and I probably should have accepted a bit of their help, but get out, try get out, man. The best you can do is get out of the house and get out and do some stuff, and find some hobbies. Find what do you find interesting hobby wise, Jamie? What do you enjoy? Well, I hope you're older than 7, Gloria, because we need you'd be a bit young for the channel, mate. It's very adult topics here. It's usually most people are sort of 18 plus. We've got a couple of people like the only reason I don't make the streams 18 plus is because we got Nick in here. Mental health is key, so there's some early people there that were just a bit under 18, so I don't want to filter them out. Andrew Hoodman's another good source of information. Andrew Hoodman's definitely onto some stuff. He's an interesting fella. Yo, Christian, great to see you, mate. How are you? How are you today, my friend? Seems everyone's going quite well today, to be honest, guys. This is good. And we're going to run out of stuff to talk about on this channel. If you guys are getting you're getting the message of the channel in a more positive mindset, and it's helping you, and you're flowing along in life, we're going to run out of problems to solve. Somebody give me some problems. I need problems to solve, man. You're still feeling like shit. Fantastic. I need a problem to solve. How can we help, Christian? What can we talk about, man? What can we do about that, mate? We can work on that. What are you feeling shit about? Time heals all wounds if you put a bit of work at them, right? You know how it goes. Trying to hydrate and eat something healthy? We'll just do that then. What do you mean trying to? Just do the thing. You're overthinking it. Put the healthy food in the mouth. True. Low motivation. Yep. 10 minutes, bro. You know the rule. We talked about it with you here, Christian, right? I told you. Most simple thing, man. 10 minutes at a task, dude. Whatever you're avoiding, no matter how bad the overthinking is, no matter how bad the task, you're stuck in task paralysis, right? The only way to break it is I'm going to go put 5 minutes at it. I'll go put 10 minutes at it. It's going to take you 5 minutes to make something to eat. Make something very simple, like instant noodles or something that it's like boil a jug, pour, right? That'll get you an appetite from eating that. Then you'll want to make some other stuff. You feel me? Just munch on something, mate. When I haven't got an appetite at all, I usually go for a glass of milk. That's my go-to. That's how I get my carbs. That's how I get enough carbs on, honestly. So I get enough fuel, and it's like I don't have that much appetite. Got a watermelon. There you go. You can have some watermelon. Yeah, just get on with it, mate. I'll still be here. You go do that. Go get yourself something to eat, mate. That's the most crucial thing is your diet and your sleep. If you ain't eating right, you ain't gonna sleep right either, right? If you don't look after your diet and your sleep, you're gonna feel like shit. You gotta understand your body is running off what you eat and drink, right? It's as simple as that. If you don't put the fuel in, you're not going to get anything out. You wonder why you got low energy or something, right? And I have to remember that. Like I don't eat enough, man, usually, so I have to make sure I do. I was preaching one thing and doing the opposite. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I try and always hold myself. Processed food is garbage. Yep, you're not wrong. Yep, I don't eat any of it. Don't touch the stuff. Shop the outside of the supermarket. All the bad food's in the middle. If you shop the perimeter, that's where all the fresh stuff is, right? All the meat and all that, milk, cheese. If it's refrigerated, if it's around the outside, it's refrigerated. It's probably all right. Seed oils, yeah, seed oils are blooming horrible for you. Wouldn't even put that shit in my car. Wouldn't even put that in my lawnmower. Mum passed away 29 years ago. Sorry to hear that, Jamie. I personally, yeah, can't imagine what that's like, bro. But I imagine it ain't easy. I'm glad you got carers and stuff though as well, Jamie. Though to help look after you, man. That reminds me, Jamie. I need to go check up on Jamie Brown. I haven't seen his streams in ages. Usually, I was definitely sub to him. Dad complicated, yeah. Yeah, can do. Yeah. One of the joys of the AI of being able to use AI to your advantage, right? AI is here to stay. You know, a lot of people focused on it taking jobs and this and that, and I'm like, I'm going to use this as a tool. I'm going to use AI all I can to benefit my life. It's going to stick around anyway. While everyone else is using it, complaining, I'm going to somehow, use it to research things and stuff. It's way. I just view it as before the internet, when I was growing up, you wanted to learn something, you had to go rent a book from the school library or go to the city library and read the damn thing and research it. Now you can ask AI, and just there you go. There's 100 hours. It would have taken you 100 hours, 200 hours to read the books and find the information and take the books back and muck around, right? And people complain about all of this, and it's like, no, you can learn anything on here. You've got a car, you've got a Toyota Corolla, and the engine explodes. You'll find a video on YouTube, a guy going exactly undo this bolt, do this, do that. Like it's all there. Step by step instructions on how to build a workshop table, how to do anything. Right? It's all available at your fingertips. Oh, I don't know. Is there an AI microchip? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with any of it. I guess I worry about that when they ask me. I think they'll make AI a paid service and the free version will be crappy. Time will tell. Time will tell. In the information age, yeah. Yeah. Celtic has a very different opinion of it because Celtic does like day trading and stuff. So Celtic is now like, well, now any idiot can do what I do. And I was smart and had to figure out. Same thing happened to me with photography, Celtic. So Celtic said there used to be an advantage having a tool that nobody else had. I believe AI took the advantage away from people who make a living off it. Right, yeah. So now other people can come up against you with what you're doing. I had the same thing with photography, right? So I did photography in school. I left school. I went to university. I studied photography. I did everything in darkroom, and my skill in photography was on a film camera. I never had a dark negative. Every picture I ever took, racetracks, blur, everything was perfect. I never got one wrong, right? So all my skills were in getting that right image without seeing it. It was, click. Okay, well, we'll see what we get tomorrow, you know? And then I came out qualified in an industry with all these darkroom skills and all that skill, and the whole industry was going digital, where any kid with a $2,000 digital camera could point it at the track and go, hold the trigger down and go, tick, 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 tick. Oh no, that's not quite right. Tweak a setting. Tick, 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 tick. Oh yeah, sweet. So that all my value went in that as well, bro. You world changes, man. World changes. So why don't you get into Claude AI, Celtic? Why don't you go? There's a lot of people that's really struggling. Like most people, like all this Claude coding and stuff. That's where you're more into. From what you figured out without AI, you could be using Claude and coding stuff and going into the real deep stuff. Like no idiot like me is ever going to be doing that. You get what I mean? So there's another opportunity there, just like you had, but it's just another level deeper. You get into all this Claude code and stuff and start creating stuff that way. I think that's where you'd excel at it. But yeah, like versus a chatbot teaching people to do what you do and shit, it's, yeah, you're going to have to make a shift, in my opinion. I can even guide you on how to do your own electrical work. Yeah, Nick, bro, I've done that with some engine conversion stuff for cars. And I've asked AI, guys made good money, thousands of dollars. You took in a car and we know I've put a Supra engine into a Nissan. I need it wired. And they'd be like, $3,000, sir. I've put an LS into my whatever, $3,000, sir. Or you can buy a loom for $2,000 or whatever. Now anybody can go to AI and you go, hey, I'm put this engine from this exact year into this, pull up the pinouts. I've done it, right? Pull up the pinouts and figure out how to wire it. And it just figures out the whole system. Looks through the whole service manuals, every bit of information you can find, and just makes you the wiring diagrams. Join this to this, this to this, this to this. Job done. So that's all things that are going to get affected because people are just going to be able to do their own stuff from home. So all the information's there, right? Like if you want to sell right now with AI, you could sell people a document on how to wire their car. Oh, I'm putting an LS into a 1950 whatever or 1980 or whatever. All you need from them is a basic form they fill out and go, I'm putting this engine into this and I need a diagram. They could do it themselves, but they're not going to. Now, this is where the advantage is in AI because people won't even ask it the question. How many of you guys are asking AI 20 questions a day on ChatGPT, going, oh, hey, like I'm looking at this, what do you think of this product? I'm looking at this new vacuum cleaner, but what are the reviews like? Is there anything better around the same money? Right, it's just it saves you diving around all these websites looking at all this stuff. It saves me 100 hours a week that I just never would have pursued this much stuff without AI in the back pocket, So again, it's what can you turn to your advantage? If you don't do it, somebody else is going to, You're like N1 is a coin-sized wristless brain computer interface implanted on the skull. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'll probably say no to that. Yeah, things are always wrong, Jamie. That's the journey of life, man. If you perceived everything as perfect, right? What would you do? What's going to happen? You've solved every problem you got. Everything is amazing in life, right? We're kind of built for solving problems, man. So you imagine every problem you had right now is solved. Then what are you going to do? Just like play video games or something? And problems are going to come sooner or later. The world changes, right? So ever shifting problems and stuff. That's what I think. How far behind? Oh no, I'm nearly there on the chat. It's made life easier. Forcing the pattern of depression and loneliness has increased, so there's 100% something to save your mind to have challenges to keep you happy. Yep, exactly. You say, oh, I like my aunt bought me a game. Nice, bro. What game did she get you, bro? Also, give me information. I've actually gone to the place and asked, and it was wrong. Yeah, you have to double check it for sure. You have to double check it with AI, but it definitely like I don't use it for anything like too important. Like I will check the sources and stuff and make sure it's got it right. And especially bolt talks on cars and stuff, it'll tell you to do up a bolt too tight and stuff, so you double check all that kind of stuff. But definitely, loneliness epidemic in Japan is at record highs. Yep, Japan is emptying out pretty rapidly. I mean, it's the whole world, man. It's not just Japan; it's the whole world. It's been happening for 20 years, and so only now we're really seeing it. But I saw it 20 years ago. What was happening? So. You are someone though, Jamie. You got to understand. You need to understand, Jamie. You're comparing yourself to other people, bro, with vastly different circumstances to you, right? It's like it would be like me being like, oh, I'm not anybody because I'm not a V8 supercar driver, and I want to be a V8 supercar driver. It's like, my dad wasn't a millionaire who put me in a go-kart from age 4 and put me through all the racing cars and spent $2 million on me to get me into that race team. You're not that person, and that's all right. You're you. But you're somebody now, bro. You're not going to, oh, I'm nobody, or I hope I'm going to be somebody someday. You're somebody now. You're existing now. You know, look at how lucky. Put it this way, Jamie. Instead of comparing yourself to the people you perceive as being above you on social media or whatever, and who you look to you like they've really made something of themselves and you're a failure, you've got to remember to look at the other side. There's 3 billion people who still don't have the internet yet. They live in mud huts and shit. Like, how hard is their life compared to yours? How far is it? If they ever say they want to buy a Lamborghini, the person without internet living in a mud hut carrying their water in a jug on their head, and they're literally hunting for their own food still each day, how much closer to get that are you, right? How much more impossible is it for them, right? And that's what you're looking at. You're like the villager with no internet living in the mud hut, looking at the person with the Lamborghini. You're looking from where you are, looking at these people, and it's like everybody has everything, but it's only this much of the population, bro, are very noisy. They have to show off everything they got, and they're trying to use all these luxury goods as a brand to sell you on it. It doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you're not somebody in the world, man. You're you, bro. You got your own unique gifts, your own unique talents. So you need to lean into that, right? D-Bird, Men of Action, talks about this all the time. We've all got he always says you've got your own unique gifts and talents. I want to give him credit. It's not my information. It's from him, right? Got your own unique gifts and talents. That's what you need to lean into, is who are you? Not what is everybody else doing and what looks like the thing to do and what's normal and all this shit. You see these people with all these friends smiling on Instagram, like, oh my God, they've got all these friends, they've got everything I want. All their friends are fake. They're all acting around each other. None of it's real, man. It's not real. This is real. What we're doing is real, but like none of this shit is real, man. You got to remember that there's this much of society that are what you're seeing all the time, doing all this crazy shit. And 99.9% of people, we're sitting down here going, what the fuck? But that's all right. We're here for the what the fuck. We love the what the fuck. It's good. So yeah, subscribe if you like it here. If you want to keep it real and away from all the world's bullshit. But that's what we do here, Jamie, bro. You're all good here, mate. You're definitely someone. You can say a joke about my haircut. Sure can. Why not? Don't time out Skyfall for a joke about my haircut. Go on. Yeah, tech is both good and bad at the same time. Oh yeah, of course, Christian. But my view is if it's here to stay, I'm not going to argue about the detriments of AI and they took care of jobs and all that kind of stuff. It's just, okay, well, if it's here and it's all happening, well, I better start to learn something or use it in some way to help me. Zed, hey, stop licking the bed, bud. Yeah, you can't think like that, Jamie. That's right, Jenny. It's all about, you just gotta, you're somebody now, bro. You exist because Jenny said you exist because we're replying to you, so you're definitely somebody. Exactly, right? Jamie said he's not anybody. You obviously are. Hi, Jamie. Jenny's saying hello to you as well, so you're obviously here. You know what I mean? You stop measuring yourself against other people, bro. You're not them. Trust me, they're not as happy as they look, mate. Stay alive because you realise you still have family. That's exactly what I did, Jamie, is no matter how much I want to tell myself that when I was wanting to end my life and tried to, I had to remind myself after that, that no matter how I feel in that moment, there are people who cared about me, right? So I took the option off the table. I've taken that option off the table forever. It is not an option for me to quit and do that. It's not an option for me to give up anymore. There is no option. I'm seeing life out till the end. That is the standard I set for myself. So the moment my brain tries to go there now, I'm like, no, that's not an option. Because no matter how much I want to believe it wouldn't hurt other people, it would hurt other people and would ruin the rest of their lives if I did that. So that allowed me to take that option off the table because I'm not willing to do that to people. So now every time the brain goes there, it's like, no, but that's not a thought path to even go down because it's going to go nowhere. So I'm seeing it out. Okay, aiming forward. Where am I going, right? So it just keeps your eyes forward, puts the blinders on. You've seen that with a racehorse, right? They put almost like sunglasses on. They got blinders on so they can't see what's going around all around them. So they don't get overstimulated by the crowd. And then they put them in the box for the start of the race with the blinders on. So all the horse sees the whole way in is this. So it's focused on where they're guiding it and what it's meant to see. Then they put it in the box, they take the blinders off, then they let it go. But they don't lead it on a rope past everybody and all the photographers and all the shit going off at it like you've got all around you everywhere. Put its blinders on so it can focus on what it's meant to be focused on. It can keep its calm. It can keep its head. Feel me? Now, if any of this is helping you guys, please do like and subscribe. The subs have been a bit low lately, so if you want these kind of conversations and thought-provoking something, mumble, yeah, join us. One moment, guys. How was your day, darling? Good? Long, I bet. Yeah, long one. I won't stay on here too late. I'll just probably do 9 o'clock again. I'm hoping Dennis is doing all right. He did some really great shorts today.
Okay.
Like he did some, we had a little chat about him reframing some stuff, and yeah, it's very, very good to see. I think Dennis will have a really good stream tonight. I'm missing it at the moment, but I think he'll. I could see it in his eyes. I could see he'd figured some stuff out. So yeah, that was fantastic. Rick said, Jamie, live your life at your own expectations. Don't let social pressure influence you to be something you're not. Exactly right. The day you actually start being yourself rather than living for what the world, what the world thinks you. Just does everyone get the Apex vibe with the new haircut? We're getting the Apex vibe. That's what I was going for. Heard you like danger. Hey, where am I from? Gupta. Hello, Gupta. Great to have you here, mate. I like the name Gupta. It's a fantastic name. I'm from New Zealand, mate. Sometimes your mind drifts. Oh, most definitely, Jamie. Everybody here, bro, is the same. You're saying your mind drifts? Everybody here goes through that, man. We all... Susie, does your mind drift sometimes?
Yeah.
This is just a human experience, man. You got to understand that, like, sometimes you're going to feel depressed. Sometimes you're going to feel sad. Sometimes you're going to have tough days. Like, you're a human being with emotions. It's not that something's really wrong with you. That's what a lot of people don't talk about, and they smile and they act like they're all okay. But, everybody's got what's going on under it. Don't need to be successful to be worthy of love and appreciation, said Mandy. Yeah, exactly, right? You got to... there's people live good life. You got to look at there's a lot of Asian countries like this, right? There's families, they're living in tiny little units, right? Or tiny little box apartments, right? Barely bigger than this caravan. And they got 3 or 4 people, and they sit around with their family, they have a meal, they have their children, they've got their life, they have their job, whatever. They don't have all these fancies. They look pretty happy. A lot of them look pretty happy quite often. Sorry, guys, I was talking. No worries at all, Jenny. When you have time, you can become too aware to continue out your suffering. Just keep reading. That's a good bit of insight. Can God guide you? Perhaps, Jamie. Personally, I don't get into religion stuff, man. But I'd recommend go to check out Men of Action channel, D Bird. He's a man he's a Catholic man who would guide you in that way if that's what you're looking for. Good friend of mine. What happens when we're replaced with AI? Well, if you've been replaced by AI, I don't think you'll be around to worry about it, Raw Dog. I think you'll be right. How far behind am I on this chat? Holy crap. How much have you guys been talking? Oh, I'm going to have to catch up a bit here. Narcissistic family, both mum and dad, some phone isn't ringing in like 13 months. Oh, fantastic. That's even better when you don't hear from them. Clean the garage work on. Yeah, still getting there with that. Got a whole heap of stuff going on here. Yeah, all sorts. We've got a new truck as well. I put a video on the channel, man, if you haven't seen it. I am going to work through the chat pretty quick here, guys. A bit behind. I put a new video on the channel if you want to see it. Under the video tab on the channel, this is the 5-minute unveil video on the new truck, like a horizontal, normal YouTube video, not a vertical one. You don't come in because I ain't qualified to say, you feel free to throw your opinion in unknown anytime, bro. 5 gift memberships from Kurt. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Nick Bo, Donna, Moogie, Sherry, and Goat Bambi all got one. Fantastic. Just things you learn from others. Well, that's all I'm sharing, really unknown, right? So don't be afraid to talk in the chat, man. That's what I'm sharing is stuff I've learned from other people, stuff I've experienced myself, and we're trying to pay it forward, bro. That's all this is, man. We're just talking. You got to go, Jamie? All right, man. Take care. All right. I think I'm almost caught up. There was a big long one from Celtic there. Oh, now it's not letting me scroll the chat. It's all going wrong. Aaron Dennis needs support sometimes. He's a good man. I always keep in touch with him. I appreciate Dennis and Mark so much. Yeah, I've got a lot of love for Dennis, bro. Man, it's a horrible haircut. I know, I should have left it half and half, Ronnie. Hi from the UK. G'day, g'day. So we got enough people here now. I'm going to bring that up. Ronnie's prompted at that. So when I shaved my head on live on the last stream, I had left one half of my head done. And then I was trimming up, and Ronnie's like, no, leave it like that. And I was like, oh, what do you know? I'll get rid of it. Then Ronnie proved he'd done his push-ups. So he sent me a video on Instagram of him finishing up his push-ups. And Ronnie, I load this video up, and Ronnie's there with a half-shaved head like I had. Oh, you made me laugh my head off, Ronnie. It was brilliant. Yeah, Ronnie, yeah. I had my head half-shaved for a while. And Ronnie's like, leave it, and I didn't. So next time I'll leave it, and me and Ronnie, we're going to rock it. We're going to rock the two-face haircut. Yes. It's good emoji, that one. That's my favourite emoji. It's good. You need to work on your English. I can barely understand you. Maybe clean your fucking ears out. Got any left here? For shaving right now. Yeah, I'm not going to go any shorter than that there, Ronnie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the member emojis. Yeah, they're when you got the membership, you can just tap right next to the chat box. There's specific member emojis. So yeah, there's both dogs. There's pickles, and there's the me going emoji. Love it, Valena. Great to see you, Valena. How are you, my friend? How's everybody going? How's the week? How's the world? We nearly got 40 likes. Thank you, guys. Hey, Kurt, can you pop over to Dennis for a bit and just see how he's going? Would you mind? Just make sure the mods are there and stuff, bro, because I haven't been in there. But I think he was going to do, I got the vibe he was going to do a very, very good show tonight. I'm going to have to check it out. I'm hoping to catch a bit of Dennis if I can. Oh, that went down the wrong pipe. It definitely went down the wrong pipe, chat. Oh, we good. The pickle emoji, there we go, the jar of pickles. All right, Frogs, good to see you again. Finish shaving halfway. What do you mean finish shaving halfway? I left half it real long. Are you doing yours? All right, I don't understand. No, I can't make it any shorter on one half for me. But I might just leave it like that next time, Ronnie. I might just do like a week on live with one side of my hair growing out, one not, you know. I'll go out in public like that. I don't care. Bald on one side. No, I can't do that. Oh no, yeah, might go for the full apex look. I don't think Susie. Susie, this is about as short as I can go, or I'll upset Susie. To be honest, if I shave my head any shorter, she'll look at me and she'll be like, "No, why?" She'll already give me the no why for this. I'm already going to get that look of like, why did you cut your hair that short? Zed, stop it! Don't be rude, dog. Last time I shaved my head, I wore a winter hat for 2 weeks in the dead of summer. Good morning. You chopped off your hair. I did. Yeah, did that on the last live. So if you check out the last live stream, at the very start of it, in the first like 2 minutes, I did my haircut. So it was entertaining. I used the chat as a mirror. I'm like, hang on, guys. Yeah, I did that like this. I went, yeah, about there. So get Susie to tidy up the back of it and stuff later, but it looks reasonably right. We'll fade it in a bit. I don't usually bother too much with my hair, you know, like within a week it'll all mat itself out. It looks, you know, you'll see in a week how it looks anyway. Look all right with dreads. Well, I don't know on that one, mate. Rastafari. Rastafari. Oh, man. It takes me back. Old Bob Marley and the Wailers. Shit, man. I bet your dad had that record too, eh? I bet your dad had blooming the Bob Marley record out in the shed. No doubt. It's an interesting world, isn't it, folks? So everybody's doing all right. Just chilling right now. Woke up at 6, did some workout, worked out, cooked, watched some podcasts, interesting or stupid. It made me laugh, worked again. Now it's time for a rest. Yep. I've been getting into a bit of my education again as far as like watching on YouTube in the mornings and stuff, watching like a half hour or so, sometimes something, bit of a podcast or something. Did you see my D-Bird answer? Oh, let me see. He said, I'm done. I don't pay mods. Tell him to stay live. What do you mean don't pay mods? No, I'm not. No. I was just wondering how he was going, bro. Like, it's not that he needed me there or anything, Kurt. No. I just wondered if he was going all right. Cool. No, I just wondered what kind of show he was having, because he was definitely very refocused and looking like he was gonna do a heck of a show. Like, the thing with Dennis is he is the best workout guy on YouTube. There is not. I don't care what anybody thinks. There is nobody on here that can work out like D-Bird works out. The day D-Bird can focus on the right comments, not the haters and the people who are there that are the fans, and he's getting it. He understands it, right? He understands it, and the day that all comes together, he's just going to dominate YouTube again, just like he used to. When he can get back to how he was fully, and he can really stay on mission, which he's bloody good at, man. Just you get sick of it, 7 years on YouTube is insane. 7 years of working out twice a day on YouTube is what D-Bird has done on here. And he gets on, he served in the military, then he gets on to try and help lost souls, help young men, help people find their way. And all he gets is, just endless trolls and abuse and bullshit. Because that's what you're going to get in the world. You try and do anything. It's like me doing this pull-up challenge. There's a guy was going for the world record, the first person to do 1 million pull-ups. And his whole audience are attacking me right now because the guy challenged me. And I just questioned his form. I said, dude, like, I don't think your pull-ups are really good form for you to be, like, the way you're doing this, I think you should be doing a better form on it. And rather than discuss that, it was just, oh, well, if you think you can do better, why don't you race me to 1 million pull-ups? And the reality is he didn't expect the answer to be yes. And he's still laughing it off. He made a reel on Instagram about, like, oh, yeah, let's see how long this guy lasts. It's like, all right, you're going to find out. I'm going to beat him to his record, 100%. That's what I'm doing. So his audience just abusing me. They're like, he's a nice guy trying to inspire people, and you're taking on his challenge. I'm like, he asked me to take on his challenge. He asked me, he said, rather than talk about the push-up form, he said, well, you show me how to do it properly, then I'll race you to 1 million. So I'm just like, you guys are literally, his fans literally within a day are sending me messages on a brand new Instagram channel for the pull-up challenge. They're sending me messages going, you're a pathetic human being. You deserve all the suffering you get. This, like, you wouldn't believe. These are these nice, caring, motivated father types that are all trying to help each other, And the vitriol that is coming out of their mouths is just like, okay. Like, none of it bothers me, right? It's like the trolls here on YouTube. None of it bothers me. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks of me. What was the words of Justin Timberlake? Cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. Yep. Anyway, people are immature. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good laugh. Like, they're taking it all real serious. To me, I'm just going to be laughing my whole way through 1 million pull-ups. So I just think it's funny. So I'll do what I want. I do what I want. Hey, dog. Enough. Stop that. I've asked you 10 times now, dog. That's enough. Your paws are sparkling clean. I know your sister's shedding hair everywhere, but you're just going to end up with a freaking hairball, dog. Yeah. Yeah, for me, Valena, it's not about any appreciation or anything. It's just to inspire people like that. That's the only reason I work out on here. We got Rob. We got some people doing it with us, right? We got Ronnie and I was going to say Robbie for a moment. We got Ronnie and who else? Who else was doing the push-ups today? We had What was the name, Ronnie? It wasn't Marshall. It was frickin' purple. It's a purple picture. I just can't. Michael, is it? What's my brain on, Ronnie? Do you remember, mate? If anybody can remember. Somebody else getting pushed. I saw this earlier today. Got 100. Why do I feel like it's not Michael? Why do I feel like I have that name wrong? Hello, I'm my inside a van. Yeah, I'm in a caravan at the moment. I'm building a couple of cabins though, so temporary accommodation, my friend. Keep thinking I need to buy stuff to be able to work out. Oh yeah, well you only need a floor, unknown. Ronnie's playing with venom. Yeah, Ronnie's trying to breed. Ronnie is breeding tarantulas currently. You can keep that, Ronnie. You can keep that hobby all to yourself, mate. I'm not interested, Ronnie. But best of luck to you with that. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I agree, unknown. I absolutely agree. If that, as far as he's sitting there breeding tarantulas. Not good. Hello, love. How you going?
Cleaning.
You're cleaning. Oh, good, Sheila. Thanks, love.
Dinner.
What do I want for dinner? Oh, whatever you can be bothered with, or I can cook it after if you're not hungry yet. I'm Australian. I'm from New Zealand, Spots. What about yourself, mate? He's channeling the venom, bro. Yeah. He is, mate. He's channeling the inner venom. That's what I was thinking when you said it too. Ronnie, who's been doing the push-ups with me, right, last few days, right? He's breeding tarantulas. That's what he does. It's like one of his hobbies. There's a bunch of tarantulas. He's breeding them, and we're all just like, nah, Ronnie, nah. You can have those, Ronnie. So he says a video. Yeah, I will later on. Yeah. Ronnie sent me a video because I half shaved my head before I did the push-ups. And he was like, I'll leave it like that and whatever. I ended up shaving the rest of my head. And he wanted to send me a video to prove he'd done his push-ups. He's like, I want to prove that I'm doing it. He sends me a video, I open it, and there's Ronnie with his head half shaved with long hair on one side. He's like, we could have been the same. I'm just like absolutely pissing myself. You crack me up, Ronnie. And great work, man. Great work on the push-ups, Ronnie. We got to get you to get lower on them, bro. Got to get you to get lower because on those last ones, he's training you like that. So maybe try to have your hands a bit further back. Try come over the front of your hands more, Ronnie, and just let yourself come down. We'll focus on less of them, but you're getting that full travel. And once you start losing that full travel, we'll just stop, bro. Because when you got that later travel, it's going to get too restrictive on you. You're just going to burn yourself out a bit quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 8:43 p.m. here in New Zealand. Yep. Thank you for the timekeeping, guys. I do appreciate it. But yeah, Kurt, I was just, with D-Bird's channel, I was just wondering how things were going over there this evening, if he was having a good workout and like focusing well on the, I was hoping he was going to have a really good stream tonight. He's definitely refocused. I really liked D-Bird's content he put out today on, coming to his channel where it's, there's all these grifters around trying to take your money, like come to my channel, I've got all the diet info, I've got everything. He really presented that really well. You could see in his eyes the spark he's got and where he's focused, so. Dennis is absolutely pissed off right now. The troll's getting him going. Man. It'll be a damn shame if that channel ever vanishes because the trolls destroyed it. With the amount of the trolls are destroying something that literally men's lives are saved there every day on that channel. The world is going to lose something if that channel gets taken down because of biting into trolls. It's a real shame, man. It just smokes, mate. Yeah, I'll have one. Had a patch all day, feeling good, but what do I have? I had 3 cigarettes today. Last one then 4. I've capped myself off at an absolute max of 4 a day. Just the patches take time to kick in the morning. So I had 2 in the morning. I had 1 about 3 p.m. I have 1 now. I had split it up. I think it's 4 today. I don't know. We're doing a lot better. It's a lot better than like 15 a day that we had. Thanks, darling. Yeah, it is. It's just the ideal outcome for D-Bird's channel is that the trolls, we don't have to time them all out, and the trolls just go apeshit, and the numbers are through the roof as long as he can ignore them and read the correct comments. But the other option is you essentially ban out all the trolls, and you got 40 or 50 people in there. Right. Again, as I say, it's his channel, so he'll do it his way, man. But I know he definitely wants to be on mission for the right cause. He just wants to help people, right? But I don't blame him. At the same time, I don't blame him. He's dealt with 7 years of it on live, and I think that's what they're just children and shit, just trying to say the most offensive thing they can, and it takes down more creators than anything else. As people lose why they got on YouTube, what it's about. Yeah, kiwi fruit. Yeah. Grew up on a lot of kiwi fruit here in New Zealand, mate. You love them. Yeah, that's most people, Christian. That's most people. If they can't do it, they're going to hate on anybody who's doing it. They're all projecting. They're all projecting weakness, judgments. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm getting that. I'm getting that from the guy doing the 1,000,000 pull-ups who asked me to race him. I'm getting his audience messaging me abuse. One day I've had an Instagram account about me doing 1,000,000 pull-ups before that other guy's going to do it, and answering his challenge. And his audience are coming to me going, "You're pathetic. You deserve every bad thing that'll ever happen to you." Da 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 da. For me doing a pull-up challenge. But it's not going to bother me. Like, as I say, like none of this crap on here bothers me. So I always win. And that's what I'm here to display for you guys. I don't believe the guy was doing the pull-ups properly, and all I did was question the guy's form. And it's become him calling me out, going, "Well, if you're so good, race me to 1,000,000 pull-ups." So I'm like, okay. I said, you effed up today, because I'm going to beat you to your world record. Whoopsie. And his fans coming at me going, "You'll never do it. It's a 10-year commitment, and you're pathetic, and you're a loser, and you're this, and you're that." And it's like, keep on fucking throwing fuel on the fire, boys. So there you go. And you lucky people are here from, before even day 0 of day 1 of doing the pull-ups. So we started it now, but you guys will know the whole journey, so it's good. No, you need to do a haircut. Your bangs keep falling onto your face. Here, you go do the old ear sweep. Yeah, let them. Or you can either let them fall onto your face. You can let them get just long enough. You can tuck them in well, mate. Oh, you want the grill plugged in? Being attacked by a moth currently. Sorry. Yeah. Attracted to the light. No, not my handsome face. It's my aura. It's my aura, you see. Got that energy.
Well, you can do like lasagna toppers or maybe some breakfast patty, sausage things.
Oh, a blend of both would be good, to be honest. 2 or 3 toppers and some burger patties. Some gherkin. I noticed you got some gherkin sauce up there. Can you hand me the gherkin sauce, love? Says you got a gherkin sauce. Well, apparently it's like made out of gherkin sauce. A pickle nays. Pickle nays, apparently. It's mayonnaise and pickle. Okay. Or mozzarella cheese. We got mozzarella. Oh, yeah, well, we're next to each other, yeah, but yeah, we're a bit more towards America, a bit more out in the ocean. Want to try that sauce? Yeah, well, if you can find it. I haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know. Some people's emotional intelligence gets frozen in childhood. That's it, right? Mayonnaise pickle. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't tried it yet. We'll find out. I'll review it for you. Keep those likes coming, guys. If you haven't hit the like yet, please do. I would appreciate it. Just double tap me on the forehead. If you're not sure about me yet, just poke me in the eye a couple of times. Costs you nothing. I'm a good fella, I swear. We just try to a channel about mental health, positive vibes, right? Positive vibes, help people with problems. We don't do any politics. We don't do religious arguments. We don't do all things in the world outside of our control. This is like a World War III bunker here, right? We just hang out and chat. And if anybody's struggling with anything, you chime in when you like. Try help. I think half of that's enough, actually. I'm quite sick of that. With the nicotine patch on cigarettes, are actually quite horrible. It's good. It's exactly the vibe I was going for. Yeah, it's like a gherkin dressing. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'll pull it up again. There we go. It's a Cully's Kitchen Pickle Nays. Creamy mayo packed with zesty pickles and dill. There you go. My eyesight's a bit crap to read that. I did well on me. I had to renew my driver's license, so they did an eye test on me the other day, and I was, oh yeah, no problem reading that at all. But you try to get me to read that. So I'll read out this line. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Pickle Rick. You'll take two? All right. All right, we'll have to get sponsored by them. I have to review. I have to try it first. Susie just picked it up at the shop, I think, yesterday. We could almost try to put the blooming light back on, but it's, I like the ring light, guys, but it's also blinding me. That's right. The problem is that's right down on that ring light. I'm going blind. Shit, man. It's too much. Too old. No, I'm too old for all that. I can't do this whole ring light thing. We'll use it for some stuff, but yeah, in here it's very it's right in front of your face. Very overwhelming. What do I think about UFC? I don't watch any sports, man. Yeah, I said yesterday. I don't really watch any sport, to be honest, man. What's Susie's best dish? Me. Who cooks? Oh, either of us. Either or. Depends what's going on. Usually if I'm not streaming at night like this, Susie will cook. Just keeps things moving. Oh, I'm just recovering from the pull-ups yesterday still, guys, to be honest. What did you get? Show me.
Bacon cheese toppers.
Oh, bacon and cheese toppers instead of lasagna. Oh, nice, mate. Yeah, get them done, love. Fantastic. We need to try and find the macaroni and cheese ones. Some moth trying to get me. After me. I think Susie's best dish is all the food I see her make. Yeah. We do well here out of just a frying pan, guys. We're looking at an air fryer at some point. The problem is in a caravan you got no bench space, so everyone's like, get an air fryer, and I'm like, yeah. Then it literally lives on the bench, and the whole bench is very small. So we get there. We get the cabin done. As soon as the cabin's livable, I'm going to take the mattress and everything out of here. I'll put benches through here, make this in here more of a kitchen space, right? So we can do stuff like that. Send the moths since I didn't read your last message. Come on, Ronnie. Can't weaponize moths. Sorry, Ronnie. I'm going to go back. Rate the chat's going in, guys. How long ago was this, Ronnie? Show Susie the video. I said I'd show Susie the video. I haven't seen a message from you since then, Ronnie. I don't know. Appreciate that, Christian. Yeah. It's definitely. I'll definitely get it together. Like before we'll be done before the next winter. I ain't spend another rainy winter in a caravan. I tell you. Can you define your life in one word? Pursuit. Pursuit, my friend. Pursuit of something that actually matters. I notice you got gaming in your name. Pursuit of something that matters, something that's going to return on your investment over time. You know, you can do video games. I still love video games, but I used to play 14 hours of video games a day. I was world number 1 in a video game, but it's not worth anything in the real world. When you need to actually live in the real world, right? Money does help to an extent, right? You ever change that filter? What do you mean? What filter? I mean the ring light. Used to play Forza Motorsport 4 all day, every day. Same here. Yep, I was world number 1 all-wheel drive drifter in Forza 4 for a while. And then world number 2 most of it. I was very well known in Forza 4. I was one of the Bugatti boys on the Fuji Kaido, mate. And I drove a lot of C-Class stuff on the downhill and that back in the day. Played a lot of Forza 7 as well. But yeah, Forza 4 was my main, it starts again, mate. That was a good way to start the day, wasn't it? But yeah, had to wake up eventually. What's the timeline on the cabin? Realistically, 2 or 3 months. Yeah, Nürburgring all day. Yeah, that was me, man. That's exactly it. That's why I want to go to Nürburgring in real life. I probably got about 20,000 video game Nürburgring laps under me. So, I need to actually go to the track on a motorbike at some point. Or very serious Hondas with the volume all the way up. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was mostly around the drift lobbies, man. That was my thing, was the drift lobbies. Want to buy a house around the Berg? Yeah. I do agree with you. We might have to buy it on some land together there, Christian, mate. We'll get ourselves, yeah, all right, mate. Yep, that could work. Yeah. Did we ever in the drift lobbies though, Christian? That was my main thing in Forza, mate. I was drifter. Mr. Drifter. You're down. I bet. I kind of decided quite a while ago. That's why I started putting roots down in New Zealand, building cabins and stuff here. So I went, well, I'm going to stay. I did consider leaving New Zealand for quite a while, but in the end, I got a lot of family here and stuff, and I have some good friends here and that. Like, definitely stay around New Zealand the next 10 years or so. See what happens. Who knows from there? Who knows where life will go? You can't plan that far ahead.
These aren't cooked.
They're not cooked, but they're not cooked, but they're in a container where we usually put leftovers, right? I follow.
Yeah.
Save money, get even a small piece of land. Yep, that's it. Yep. Yeah, I was looking up the other day how much to even get a $500,000 mortgage in New Zealand. For $500,000 mortgage with $100,000 deposit, and they'll want proof of income that I'm making $130,000 to $150,000 a year. That's the income I have to make to borrow $500,000. Because I have to be making $120,000 to $150,000 a year if I have like a business or something, right? And I'm like, that's all right. We'll figure it out. Find a way. Oh, I ain't got no filter in it, raw dog. Nah, just raw it, mate. I gotta stop saying your full name in chat. I just need to say raw. Revving in all day. Yeah, the old diff bounce. The old crunch into second gear. Classic Honda things. Yep. So has anybody got a self-improvement question? If we guide it back to that a bit. Anybody struggling with something? All good news. We like either. I mean, it seems everybody in the chat's doing quite well at the moment, which is good to hear. What a night, dude. Yeah, man. Good vibe in here tonight, eh? What have we had? Like one troll? It's been great. It's been peaceful. It's been enjoyable. Continue on a while longer. Heard you can move old houses in New Zealand renovations. Yep, stick it on a truck. Basically, once you own the land, you can buy a old house in New Zealand. It'll cost you about 30 to 60,000 US dollars for the house, and they'll deliver it and stick it on piles. That's about the cost. Probably about 50,000 US dollars for like an old 1960s, 1970s sort of weatherboard house. And they'll bring it to your land, put the piles in, and drop it on it, and then the rest is your problem. But they'll get it set up on its piles for you. TR says, okay, cool. I don't know what topic you're talking about, man, but the uppercase and that might want to be respectful in the chat. This is a positive channel, man. We don't do any trolls here. We don't do politics. We don't do any bullshit, man. So fit in or fuck off.
Clean up your hair.
I'm over here. I'm in trouble. Oh, thanks, Kurt. Much appreciated, bro. I love that. I'm gonna screenshot that. It's a dono with the troll getting timed out right below it. How beautiful is that? Muy bien. Thank you for the dono, Kurt. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you for the mod work there, Celtic. I'm in the middle of a massive transformation. I'm starting to execute my goals from being burnt out. Just try focus on the most important goals, Christian. Just try and narrow it down a bit, right? You can still put some time at progressing the other things, but just balance the time a bit better. Don't feel like you have to cut out everything in life that's enjoyable or rest time or anything fun to make room to fit everything at once, because you do need to have that rest time, right? That's how you're going to remain consistent. So you can work a little bit at each thing each day or whatever, but don't try and do it too much at once. That's where I always got stuck, right? Then you end up with everything's unfinished. I mean, I've got that with the garage and the cabin and all that. Like, there's a lot of projects that have been started together, but I'm not trying to finish them all at once. I'm just trying to gradually progress each thing, and they're all going to come together around the same time, right? Because I can't completely build a garage, then start getting the materials for the cabin, then start building the cabin, right? We're going to make a timeline 10 years long. So, I try and keep everything, just enough attention at each thing to be progressing each thing, and everything keeps on ticking over. That's how you build it, right? Because it's a long process. It might take 5-10 years to create something in life, right? So, you just take it day by day. It's all about the big picture, Marshall, great to see you, mate. How are you? Get there step by step. That's exactly it. Step by step. One foot in front of the other, mate. But yeah, don't feel like you're burning yourself out. You got to listen to that. So just take the lower priority stuff or the more long-term, further away stuff, and quite often with your bigger long-term plans that you're trying to aim at, you're going to find your way through the smaller actions, through the pursuit, through that. Then that's going to frame up actually what you want in the bigger, and then the bigger plan changes a bit, right? So just focus on what's in front of you. Yep, relationships, consistency as well. Yep. But yeah, just don't burn it out. Don't try and I understand that you're trying to make a big shift in life and you're trying to turn your life around all at once, and that's great. And you can get everything in motion and everything can start ticking at that. But it's just, don't spread yourself too thin. Make sure you're still giving yourself rest. Make sure you still, if you like video games and movies and stuff, make sure you're not like cutting out all these things you enjoy and all you feel like is a slave to your future, right? You got to, you never know. Life could vanish tomorrow. Your health could go tomorrow. You never know, right? So don't enslave yourself too much. The whole sleeping on the office floor and working yourself to the bone and never stopping working, that's the recipe to become a billionaire, not to become a normal person. You want to have a life as well. Doing good. Thanks. Come in for the good vibes. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you, Marshall. Love it, mate. Oh, I'm a bit sore in the shoulders still. I can raise me arm to about there right now. It's all right. I'll stretch it out slowly. We'll get there. We'll do some more. Do some pull-ups tomorrow. I think not too many, but we're gonna fuel in some gains there. Do it my way. I am going to finish off that smoke. There's 4 today, so we're doing a lot better. I got patches on still. Got progress. The clock's always ticking, always will be, mate. But we can't wind back the clock, right? So you can't beat yourself up about the past. You got to understand that past you had and all that wasted time has led you to where you are now, right? So maybe in the past, maybe you wouldn't have wasted so much time and got a bit better, but you never would have had that awareness to grow. You would have stayed like that forever. So give it, maybe in your mind, like there's a path where you could have done better, and you think life would take off more, but it's like you've all been like this, and now you're going to really reset it because you've had enough of it, and that's a really powerful shift. So everything is now ahead of you, right? Doesn't matter what the past was. Doesn't matter what time's gone. You can't think about the time that's gone and be like, man, I wish I hadn't wasted so much time, because you're just losing more time. Just put it into something. Getting older is just experience. Lock it in. Exactly, Kurt. Man, I'm glad. I'm glad for every struggle I ever had. I'm really glad for all the stuff I've gone through in my 30s, man. It's really prepped me now. Got a beautiful young lady here with me now after 20 years of looking for one. I've done good on that. I don't know how I pulled that off. How did I pull that off?
Just being you.
Fuck. I knew it was something like that. Knew it was something like being me. Yuck. I love that. She just dead stares me, looks me in the eye, and suddenly a fork appears with a piece of cucumber on it. She just goes and just crunches it right in front of
Cucumber?
Capsicum. Capsicum. Bro.
Cucumber red.
I remember a time when my opinion was right in my own home. Sitting here praising you. It's immediately got to embarrass me in front of me friends. Do you think I look like from Apex, that movie now?
Really
neither have I, but I've seen all the memes about it. Heard you like danger. Learn to appreciate the struggle if you succeed. That's it, Marshall. You actually can look back, when it's you versus you can look back at how far you came, right? I tell you what, 12-year-old me into cars would think I'm cool as fuck. Right? 13, 14-year-old me seeing all these cool cars, all these guys my kind of age and shit were driving around in Supras and Skylines and RX-7s and Rotary, all this stuff, and oh man, that's cool, never thought I'd have anything like that, Here we are. Younger me would be proud as fuck of me. That's who you're comparing yourself to. So think of your younger self 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, whenever it was, right? How far have you come from that person when you were unaware, when you got into a bad relationship? Think of a relationship you had 10, 20 years ago. And how far away from all that you are now and how different a person you are, right? And if you actually look back, sometimes look through the camera album on your phone. Look back to some of the worst times in your life on your, camera, or people and then think of who you were then and look forward and be like, wait a minute, look what I've done. We know now what we didn't know then. That's the meaning of life. Go on the journey. What's your favorite cars you've owned? Raw, I'd say my favorite car I've ever owned would be it was a 1974 Mini 1000. Best car ever made. I have one now. I have another one, but we got to build it. But I have a Mark 1. I have a Mark 1 Mini sitting there because I need to relive my misspent youth. Yeah, it was one of my first cars I fully built for myself. Was a classic Mini. 1974 little British Mini. Love them. You feel like you're going 200 down the highway. You feel like you're going 200 down the highway at 100. Reliant. Oh, I don't know that model Reliant. I remember the Reliant Robbins, the 3-wheeler from Mr. Bean. And the K-Swap Mini, those go. That's a bit nutty for me. Yeah, I'm pretty over the whole like doing crazy engine swaps, and like I just never really got too into that. It's just certifying it all for New Zealand roads. If I was in America, I'd build flipping anything. That's one reason I did consider moving to America when I was really into cars. I was like over there, it's just dumping whatever and drive it in a lot of places. Whereas here, you can't do that. You definitely cannot do that in New Zealand. Everything has to all be engineered and signed off and certified, and all the brakes have to be upgraded, and the fuel, everything, right? Just endless paperwork. 90s and 2000s Hondas, yep. 90s were the best cars. Early 2000s were the last of them. Best intake sound ever? No, I disagree. My fire truck has the best intake sound ever. So in the new fire truck on the passenger side, right in front of the glove box, it's got a little knob. Instead of an external snorkel, if you go through deep water, you pull that knob and it draws the air from inside the cabin directly. So the moment you pull that, it goes right next to you on the floor, and you accelerate, goes right, sucking it straight out of your footwell. My new fire truck has that. So there you go. And you just whack the little knob back in and it takes it to normally. Reconnecting, we're back. I don't know why YouTube keeps doing that lately. It never used to reconnect all the time like this, but I do apologise. What's a better intake sound than a 90s Honda motor with a red valve cover? Well, a friend of mine just did a E86. I think it's got like a F20B or something like that. And I don't know. It might be K24. I have to actually check. But he put ITBs and stuff on that. He just dynoed it the other day. He sent me a video of that thing just screaming, little Honda screaming through 4 ITBs. I don't think it still has a 4H, and I think it's Honda swapped. I'd have to check. It may still be a 4H actually. I have to ask him. But he sent me a video. Yeah, RX-7. I had a FD RX-7 for a little while. But I didn't build it. I bought it as a project. I had a single turbo and stuff on it. I just sold it before I ended up building it. Did kind of regret that in some ways, but it did need a lot of work. That RX-7. It was in primer. It was in very bad shape. Yep, the old Knight Rider, the old kit car. Yep. I used to love them. Me and my dad always watched Knight Rider when I was a kid. Good show that. FD is sick. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an FD again. But yeah, I've kind of got out of the whole like pouring money at cars thing, to be honest, guys. I spent a lot of time. I spent 20 years pissing money at cars, mucking around, changing engines and stuff. I'm over it, man. I've since I was like, I put my first engine in with my dad when I was about 7 or 8. So I've done my share of spanner time, and you kind of just want different things in life eventually, right? Yeah, mate. Hey, man, you're going good, Clumsy. Yeah, man, working hard. Used to be hardly working. Now I'm working hard. It's going good, man. Going good. How about yourself? How are you getting on, Clumsy? G'day, Hector. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Hector. Yeah, he still hasn't changed. I don't think we're going to get Hector to change that. Hey, DJ, great to see you, bro. Is Dennis wrapped up his stream, has he? Dennis must have wrapped up his stream. We got DJ here and Hector have rolled in, so. There's a missed all the D-Bird. Do you know if Dennis is coming back on for a chat in a little while, guys? Let me know if he is. I'd love to be there. I always like to catch me Dennis. My main man, Dennis. Anything electric company? No, I haven't heard of that. We're doing all right, just hanging out. Wicked, man, wicked. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out, and it's pretty quiet in here lately. As far as problems and but they come up. Some people come in, somebody comes in, and it's just somebody's got something going on. We're always here to talk about if anybody's having a crap day and you need some help, or you want some supporting people, or you got a dream you want to chase, and everybody says, no, you're wrong, that's stupid, right? We can talk about it. Anything like that, right? Bring it up. Just ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Never know. It might change your life, might change your thinking, might solve a problem for you and help you, right? That's what I'm here for. That's why I made the channel. You all right there, love?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I was just having a moment.
Having a moment? All right. Oh, thank you, DJ. Oh, sticker. Can I read that sticker? No, I can't. I can't read it, DJ. What does it say, DJ? Jesus, my eyes are getting that bad. What does it say? Oh, fist bump. Okay, yeah. Thank you, DJ. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you for the dono, brother. Rain Day should be back on. Yeah, just not for another workout, DJ. I was wondering if he was going to be doing a chat. Oh, yeah, so if it's raining, he won't be off landscaping. I follow you. How did you cut your hair? Nice, dude. Watch the last stream, bro. Yeah, if you go to my channel after this, bro, or check it out later, yeah. The last live, I did the it's like coffee haircut, push-ups and pull-ups. And I started out right at the start of that stream. Yeah, shaved my head on live. I use the screen as a mirror so you get to see me. But yeah, I did an all right job of it. It's a chill channel, not gonna lie. Yeah. Chill, but yeah, sometimes we get into the difficult topics, you know, because that's the main purpose of the channel, right? Is to help people out with problems in life, help guide people. But yeah, obviously, you know, we do not want to just talk about Aussie doom and gloom, yeah. We want to have a nice conversation. I tell you what, DJ, I'm loving those damn DeWalt tools, man. From never having a battery drill or battery impact like that, like the big car mechanic impact, but having this little stuff, it's just yeah, I'm loving it, mate. I've got to make myself some shelves soon. My mate had a bike, he crashed and the brakes went out. I used it earlier today. It's downshifted to slow down and crashed. I think it's done for now. What should I do? Was it a bicycle or a motorbike? My mate had a bike, he crashed and the brakes went out. I used it earlier today, just downshifted to slow down and crash. I think it's done for now. What should I do? Oh dear. DeWalter's Peak for sure. Yeah, like that's usually what I do, DJ. Like as I said, like I've never even owned a cordless drill like that. But I was like, if I'm going to buy them, I want them to last, right? So whenever I buy tools, I try to do that. I won't buy like Snap. I don't buy like crazy expensive stuff, but the DeWalt stuff seemed decent for the price. Definitely does the job. Air in the brake lines, yeah, it could be. Your motorcycle. Oh dear. What do you mean you don't know what you should do now? What do you mean you don't know what you should do, Clumsy? Your mate crashed his bike, then you rode it and crashed it. So what's the question about what you should do? What's the confusion? Sure, brother, you don't know. Great to see you, man. Been a while. How are you? Do something with my life. I am, mate. Yeah. That's what we're here to do, mate, is do something with our lives. That's exactly what this channel's about, doing something with your life. No, it's not. It's not bullshit, mate. No. Do something with your life. That's what we do here, mate. So if you want to change your tune, you're actually in the right place, my friend. We're just having an evening chat on the channel, man. We talk about mental health and stuff, and that's exactly what it's about. No, we're here, mate, to not be the nonsense channel. Yeah, this is exactly what you swiped onto, right? It's a non-nonsense channel. So this channel is about helping people to focus on their lives and cut out the social media so much, right? So that if they're going to be on here rather than watching bullshit, they're able to learn something. We can have a conversation. We can help people solve problems and stuff, man. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do, brother. I'm anti all the internet brain rot stuff myself, man. That's exactly why I made a channel, man. This is a very different channel. New Zealand, my friend. New Zealand. Where are you from? Esmir Anand. Where are you from, brother? Foreman uses Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah, the price for Milwaukee in New Zealand's pretty strong. What's up, people? Hey, Bradley. Great to see you again, man. How are you? 3 more likes till 50. Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, if anybody hasn't hit the like yet, please do. If you'd like to. You're living in India? Sweet, man. What do you get up to over in India, man? Are you having a good week? Use Black & Decker because I'm poor. Yeah. Hey, man, as I say, I didn't have a battery power tool for the last 20 years. So, yeah, I needed a little impact driver and a drill and stuff to build the cabins and that. So, yeah, I've got some DeWalt stuff. It wasn't too bad on price. I got a deal on it. So, that's probably the last power tool I'll afford to buy for the next year or two. I ain't rich. Oh, it depends. I mean, how damaged was it already, Clumsy? Help him fix it up, bro. This is the devil lands. Yeah, you can change, mate. You're not a tree, my friend. You're not a tree, so you can leave India. You could go to the UK if you wanted. You could aim for that, mate. Go to America, my friend. The land of opportunity. That's where you should go. People are more so trying to leave the UK rather than go into it, mate. If you're going from India and you want to go somewhere better, I personally, I wouldn't be going into the UK. I think a lot of people in the UK are trying to leave it right now, my friend, but I don't really do the whole politics and all that. Get over to America, mate. Australia, good wages in Australia. New Zealand is beautiful. You'll conquer it. You'll have to get past me, mate. Have to get on here and do more push-ups than I do each day. More pull-ups, and you'll have to face the big dog, mate. Have to face the big dog, mate. Shirt of the Red Bull, yeah, it's gone now. I shouldn't, yeah, keep me up like a possum all night on that one. Weather's terrible in the UK. Wouldn't recommend today. Yep. Got the meager ring power, man. You know, I was thinking today. I had a moment today, and I was sitting there, and I shed a wee tear in my garage today. I looked around, and there's my dream bike, and the cars I want to build and stuff, and the garage I built and all that. And I thought back to when I was 24, 23, 24. I was living in the city. My job was paying F4. They weren't giving me enough hours, and I remember I spent 2 years living off. Literally, I just sort of stayed in that job and shit, and then I was out of work a while. I spent 2 years living off a food budget of $30 a week. Right, didn't have a car. I was disqualified from driving because I'd been doing naughty stuff as a teenager and that, or when I was younger, right? And I lived off tins of tuna and 2 loaves. I lived off 2 or 3 loaves of bread a week and those tins of Sea Lord sweet chili tuna for 2 years. And instant noodles. That was my entire diet for like 2 years in my early 20s. Now I've got, 6K garage. I've got my dream truck. I've got 2 dream trucks now, actually. I've got my race bike I always wanted. I've got my road bikes. I'm building my own home. I've met my dream partner. Like everything's coming together, right? It's just by aiming up and keeping going, right? But yeah, just sitting there thinking about the time I spent just literally living off noodles and tuna and bread, man. Looking sharp, thanks, mate. What did you do as a teenager that made you not able to get a driver's license? Oh, I had a driver's license. I lost it for about what was it? Year and a half. I lost my license at one point in my younger days, being silly. As they say, so some of you have never had a second police car turn up when you got stopped, and it shows. Yep. You're in trouble when 3 of them pull up. I was in trouble that day. I was a naughty boy. Too fast on the motorcycle. Naughty boy. Yep. Pro tip: you can't outrun a helicopter, especially if you don't know it's frickin' there. Anyway, I'm reformed now. I'm a good citizen. There you go. As I said, 6 years ago I had nothing. 6 years ago I had nothing, and I've been through hell through the last 6 years, right? It's all right. We live, we learn, we grow. But that's what I mean, guys. Don't stress about it when you're in your 20s and shit. Like, life's gone by. And so, it can all come. Like, all the things you think you'll never get, you can have them. They're way easier to get than you think, as long as you aim at them bit by bit. You don't have to like grind yourself into the dirt every day, but just try and keep your head up and keep on going, and things come together day by day. Transmission came apart from burnout, so yep, that'll happen. Take care, Mark. God bless, brothers. I'm off to live the roofing dream. All right, DJ, have a good one, mate. You should get yourself one of those hats I sent you a while back, DJ. DJ does roofing, right? And there was a hat that was advertised on Instagram, and it had 4 little solar panels on top, like a big brimmed hat, and it had 4 little fans in it that just ran on solar panels. I was like, oh, mate. It's perfect. If I was doing roofing, I'd definitely have myself a few of those. Your beard, dog. Go on. Heidi. Good girl. She's listening better. Come on, get up there. I gave myself a haircut. Yeah, no, I didn't get a haircut. Yeah, I did one myself. I did that on the last live. If you want to see me do it, is that right? If you go to my channel and go to lives, the last live I did, it's like coffee plus haircut, push-ups, pull-ups. Right at the very start of that, within the first minute, yeah, I did my haircut. I did an alright job. I won't be on here too much longer, guys. Susie's had a very long day. It is coming up. I'll go to 9:30 right with 9:25, so I'm going to do 5 more minutes, and I'm going to head off because Susie's had a really long day, guys. Yeah, okay. No worries, love. I'll be off in a minute. Give it a well, yeah, we'll do 5 more minutes, guys. I'm going to head off here. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yeah, not perfect, but good enough. Good enough. Are you Russian? No, I'm not Russian. I am slowing down. I'm not rushing too much these days. I used to rush a lot in life. You need to slow down, go to Dagestan, have a nice meal. No, I'm not Russian. No. Niet Russian. I'm from New Zealand, my friend. From New Zealand. Mark, this is you. Thank you for another donor. You're crazy, bro. You're out of your mind. I love it. He's not Russian. He does not even sound Russian yet. Not Russian. Not a spy. No. Do you know the location of a moose and squirrel? Where are moose and squirrel? Now, anybody who hasn't, any of my regulars, if you're here, can you make sure the pin comment there? That's Sean of the Bread who usually comes in here, right? Does the gaming channel. Great friend of the channel. He made out of Aussie, all right? Another creator. Sean of the Bread has a second channel. He's trying to get back into his like drumming stuff. He did bands for years and stuff, but it never really worked out. So he's like, I started streaming video games. Like, no, bro, do drum lives and stuff, right? So yeah, make sure you sub to the pinned comment there. Sean of the Drums 9. If you type in at no spaces that. Right, we're trying to get that to 50 subs so we can go live. Kurt will be going live in probably about 3 days. Instagram, YouTube will take its sweet time. I know the patience it takes with that, Kurt, when you really want to get live. But in the meantime, Kurt, start making a plan. Like, hey, you want to go on live? Make sure when you start your lives, especially from your first one, make sure you've got 30 seconds ready of like keywords that you speak. Because you got to remember when you're on live, there's an AI monitoring everything you say in real time, and it's feeding you the appropriate people based off that. So just bear that in mind. So make sure you're getting the keywords at the start that's going to get you at that initial feed of the people who want to see what you're doing. Make sure you're describing what you're doing, right? I'll help you out. Yeah. Reach out through Instagram. I'll tell you a bunch of other stuff on Instagram, bro, but yeah, might be people lurking to steal me ideas. You're going to come steal me ideas off me, chat? Oh, no. G'day, Linksview. How are you, mate? Yeah, just wrapping up. I'm going to do another couple of minutes, Link, and then, Susie's got an early start tomorrow. She's had a very long day today, and, I haven't seen her much today, so I'm going to get off here very soon. How are you getting on, Link? You going well, mate? Zed, stop licking, bro. You're clean enough. Yeah, gave myself a haircut on the last live this morning. I'm going to have to even out this fade a bit here. I think I didn't curl it up enough. I did all right on that side to kind of flick the old shaver there. I've kind of, I'm not bothered. It'll grow right in a week. You guys know me. My hair grows like down to the diet on that one, I think. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to head off. Hang out with the missus and that, right? As I say, I am in New Zealand. Snake. Yes, mate. I am just heading off though. My missus has had a very long day, and I'm on here from like 6 to 9 p.m. So it's kind of all the time with the missus. So with my wife. So we're gonna head off. So looks good. Just shifting videos over to another platform. Oh, Rad, what platform are you going to, Link? What are you gonna do it on, man? All good, catch you later. Let me know before I head off, bro, what you're going to do. I'm going to thank some people for a minute. So, biggest shout out, as always, goes to the moderators. Thankfully, it's been really, really chilling here tonight. We've had a nice stream. So, there hasn't been too much to moderate, but thank you for your time, guys. They do it all for nothing, so I do appreciate it. Can we get to 50 likes before I head off here? I got 49 on my end, so if you haven't liked, please do. Double tap on the forehead. All right. 200 more tomorrow. Oh, Ronnie, I don't know. We might put you at 100 for a little bit, bud. Make sure we get that form right. We'll work at it. Ronnie. We'll work at it, mate. Make sure you're getting all the way down. Show Susie your haircut. I will do, bro. Yeah. Probably tomorrow night or something, bro. She's pretty burnt out tonight, so she's very long days. All right, so thank you everybody for joining. Thank you to all the members and super chatters, especially Kurt for all his donos. You crazy. And gifted memberships and stuff. Thank you, Kurt, for your support. Thank you, Ronnie, for joining us for the push-ups today. Great to see you getting it in, bro. And hope everyone takes care, all right? I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow, another workout. And as always, an evening chat like this, same time. All right. Thank you all for joining. It's been a pleasure as always. And I'll see you all tomorrow, guys.